Good morning, team. Happy Friday morning. Okay, I wanted to make a quick video today just to kind of go over what happened the last couple of days with the Fed minutes released and the volatility we've had. So the Qs yesterday finished, right at the they hit right at the 50, and we finished on a nice little hammer candle up. We're still kind of below this trend line, but we cleared it, but kind of stayed there. So it's becoming obvious that this should be able to get above here. And then, like I was mentioning, I'll show it to you in a small time frame. We had this gap down that needs to be filled. The volume was a little bit higher. It was a little bit higher than the previous volumes, but it still wasn't a high enough volume that it was that I could be very comfortable with. I would like to have seen it up here somewhere on a strong move like this bar right here when we took off. So let me go to the 15-minute here. So this is what I was saying. Basically, the last 2 days. This is Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday and Thursday, guys. I mean, we really haven't gone anywhere. We had a little dip here, and then we kind of rebounded, and then we finished the day. The last 15 minutes, it went down a little bit higher volume, which is not good. But we had this little parabolic move, from midday on. So it was a little V shape. Again, this gap right here, this needs to get filled. This is empty, and eventually, we might fill it and then come down again. But this will get filled. So I'm hoping a 361, 362 range gets hit sometime between today and next week. Still a pretty long way away. We're at 354 right now. Pre-market, we're a little, we're 40. We're a little bit higher. The futures are a little bit up, but nothing great, crazy. The range still showing us, a downward trend. If you want to kind of look at it this way, it's kind of like a megaphone going higher, so going lower. So this is not good. We went from this uptrend to now, this. We had this little mini one here, and now we're in this longer one here. Okay, so we broke it. But again, we feel this gap. We give potentially come back to these highs here. 368 or so. Top our head, which will take us into probably mid. This is a long way to go. Probably take us into late April, and then we have the doldrums of May, where the volume dries up because it gets into the summer. There's an old saying in Wall Street that says, sell in May and go away, because nothing good happens in the summer months as far as uptrends. It's usually pretty boring and low volume. So we're still hoping for this rally to come in play for seasonality in April. Also, there's earnings coming up, so there's a lot of the big names that are going to, they're all going to be reporting at the end of the quarter. You got 20 days on Apple to report. Doesn't show on NVIDIA, but NVIDIA should be reporting also in this month. Let me see here. Let me go back to Amazon. If you notice how when it hit the 50 and it kind of just pinned it and it held, look at NVIDIA. NVIDIA, it's topping now on the 50, but the 200, it's now in play where it closed both days at the 200. Again, this gap right here also in NVIDIA that needs to be filled. So it's up a little bit, nothing crazy. So again, there's also another saying that says, don't fight the Fed. The Fed, it's definitely extremely hawkish. They keep saying about raising interest rates, being more aggressive in the bond buying, reducing the taper. So they're going to reduce the liquidity in the market. And when that happens, you get this, you get this, boom. So the market didn't like that. I like that it's holding the 50. It kind of pinned it right there, and it's holding it. So The volume was a little bit higher than, the last few, down there where we're going down here in volume, going up, and then I'm sorry, going down was down in volume, and this volume bar was equal to this volume bar on this day. So basically we have crosswinds. We have, we had headwinds here in the 200. The 200 kind of came into play. I mean, if you notice, here's the 200, right? Look what happened to it. We peaked above it, and then ever since it's been a decline. So the 50, it's kind of curling around to the upside. So eventually, if we get this golden cross and we cross it up, then we could have a sustained uptrend. But two good things. One, the 21 and the 9 are above the 50. Bad thing is everything is below the 200 still. So nothing good happens below the 200. If you notice, here's the 200, right? Everything below 200 is garbage. It's like nothing. It's drama. All this is not good. Everything above the 200. Everything above it, what do you get? Nice uptrends. Okay. What do you get below it? You get this, where it frustrates the heck out of you. I mean, basically, since the beginning of the year or so, right here. Let me clean this up. Once we broke the 200 right here, I gotta get this this a little bit nicer here. Okay, right here, we broke it right here. Let's say mid-January, right? Below the 200. Guys, we have just basically gone nowhere. We broke it right here, and we came back here, 3 months later, and now we're in the middle of this channel. So we basically have gone nowhere in the first 3.5 months of the year. We have all this choppiness, and we made some good money on either side, but it's not this. We need this. We need these sustained uptrends where we could buy on a breakout and then make good money on our longs. So again, we got to be very conservative until we break this 200 and we start going higher. We don't have a sustained uptrend, and without a sustained uptrend, growth stocks, case in point, growth stocks are just chopping around. We're not getting, this. Okay, so also with the Fed tightening up and increasing interest rates, growth stocks are going to get hurt because now the borrowing power for their growth are going to be limited, and their profit margins are going to be reduced. So all that into consideration, you get these huge sell-offs, and then you get these little market rallies where overreaction to things. So again, like I'm saying, choppiness. And what happens when you get choppiness? You get frustration, you get big drawdowns, and you get big, updates. So the volatility is insane. That's why I like selling premium, because when you sell premium, you take advantage of these things right here when the VIX is high. The VIX below 20, I'm not selling premium. The VIX below 21, 22, 23, very nice to sell premium. That's what I've been doing. So just be careful. I don't have much to kind of go over as far as stocks. Let me see how. Again, just the market overall. I mean, we're pinning the 50, which is a good thing. So if we feel this gap right here, and then we get above it, we might have a little sustained rally, 3 or 4 more points, which it'll coincide with Friday today being a good day, or roll into Monday. Then we have turnaround Tuesday. We come back inside again, and then hopefully we start getting into the earnings season where big names start reporting, and then we get a little bit of more of a lift towards the end of the month. And again, money should be coming in now before the 15th for tax reduction. So again, I'm still thinking of that seasonality. It's still in play. I went through my scans and I found a few. I don't want to get too crazy because again, it's just so much choppiness. But I like ICL at 1223. Here, clearing this out right here. It's building a nice little base right here. It's holding the 21 nicely. Okay, so 1223 ICL. I'll call it AA. I like it at 92.36. I want to take out this right here. So I have this little down trend line here. So if we end up coming and break out this right here, we have 100 play. But I want to see it in the 90s, okay? I want to see it in the 90s. Pre-market is down a little bit because there might be a little rotation back into growth, which is a good thing, out of mining and let me see how Oxy is doing. And then energy stocks. Yeah, a little flat. Nothing to write home about. Again, see, look at Oxy holding the 21 very nicely, very nicely. So AA was back in 92.36. Take out this high. Okay. KBR 56.11. Take out this high right here. Again, building a nice little shelf right here. 21 holding very nice. So takes it out. 21. You write it all the way up. JNPR. I just got two more. JNPR. I got 36.05. This right here. This little shelf right here. I want to take out yesterday's high, the day before's high, and then this high, which is 36.05. If we take out this high, it's a nice little shelf breakout, retracement, and then takes it over again, and then it takes off. It's got earnings in about 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks. So might have a little run into earnings. And then last but not least, PLD 170.03. Take out this side right here. I'm liking this. Look at this nice little shelf right here. This little base. Boom. Now, it can kind of go sideways for a little bit, build a handle, and then take off. But I like where it came back to it. See, it came right back to it, and it kind of came back inside, but the 9 EMA is holding steady here. So if we have a nice little breakout, you have a very easy defined risk here. Your stop out will be below the 9 EMA, and if the 21 catches up, then you get a 21 as your stop. Okay, so again, just choppiness, volatility. Be careful, be quick, be very quick in your profit taking. If you have 9, 10, 12% in your long shares, take it. If you have 35, 25% profit on your short puts or your short verticals, take it. If you have possibility of rolling out to extend more time and roll out and down, do it. Again, just be in a mindset of being defensive, being protective of your capital, protecting the gains you might have, and don't try to be predictive with things. Don't try to get ahead of the game. See it happen, see it develop. Don't have FOMO. See things develop, and as it develop, there'll be plenty of time to make money. When something something takes off, okay, you missed this one, so it's okay. Just see the shelf right here. You guys set up again, then you take it here. You don't. When a train goes like this, you're okay. You don't have to sell at the high or buy at the low. If you take this 80%, 70% of the middle trend, you're gonna make a lot of money. Keep that in mind. Okay. Have patience. Be professional. Trade well. I'll be in touch throughout the day. All right, guys.